You could whack somebody with it if you needed to.
Just use it as a club. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the Western Wisconsin Whiskey Emporium for ladies and gentlemen. I'm Eddie.
I'm Dan.
And we're the Deathless Dogs. Today we will be reviewing Willett Pot Still bourbon from Willett Distillery in Bardstown, Kentucky. I haven't had this bourbon before. Have you?
No, I have not.
It's 47% alcohol by volume, 94 proof. It is distilled in a pot still versus a column still. I guess the main selling point for this bottle in general is that pot still shape, kind of decanter-esque, if that's a word.
It's unique. It stands out on a shelf for sure. But from what I've heard, people buy it because they really like the look of the bottle and then they don't really like the stuff that's inside of it when they taste it. Most reviews I've heard on it are pretty negative. I have heard a couple positive though.
I've been seeing a lot of 3 stars out of 5.
I've been seeing a lot of, in like whiskey groups online, drain pour. And it's a cool looking bottle. It's kind of weird, but it's cool. It looks to me like a kerosene lamp almost.
Yeah, like old school 1800s, like going out to the outhouse.
Yeah.
I get it.
He's going to kick one over and start a barn fire.
Yeah.
So it comes in the regular 750 and then there is the 175.
I could have gotten the bigger one, but like I said, we just don't know enough about it. But we did actually do a live stream a couple weeks back. We were asking people about their batch numbers. Our batch number is 19C24. And what that 19 means is this is a 2019 batch.
We're guessing.
Because a lot of the people who were talking with us, they had the 20. While there is a $40 MSP for this particular bottle, there is a bit of a wild fluctuation depending on where you live and what store you go to. And it kind of goes anywhere from $40 to $60.
I think a lot of that too could be the bottle shape. Some liquor store owners look at it and
think it's fancy.
Yeah, they can get somebody. Well, we don't have a Blanton's, but we do have this other fancy bottle we can sell you. This stuff was sitting on the shelves at grocery stores around us this last year.
Yeah.
Everywhere. It's not exactly a limited availability kind of thing. But yeah, really not positive reviews for the most part from what I've seen. So I'm interested to try it.
If we don't like it, we can always drink enough of it to where we do like it.
Yeah, I don't know. So it's got one of these neck tags. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm getting tired of neck tags. Like,
neck tags.
I thought they were kind of cool in the beginning, but not, I mean, like this one's just like, here's why our family crest looks like. It's like, I don't care. It's a neck tag that doesn't really tell us anything we want to know. There is writing on the bottle that kind of gives you information, but it's super hard to read.
Yeah, it really is.
Because it's like gold lettering on the dark background. And it's all like bullshit bourbon phrasing.
You know what it kind of reminds me of? Actually, in the way it's written and everything. If you've all watched The Lord of the Rings, where they hold the ring up to the fire, and then the letters start to show up, it's kind of like that.
That's what I mean. That's what I was thinking. It's like something like that, or like reminds me of like The Mummy or something. You know, while it says things on the bottle, it says nothing on the bottle. It's the typical bourbon, like handcrafted from the best when blah blah blah, and only
Kentucky
in
limestone water.
Totally matured and
white oak casks.
I hate that. It's just like you're not actually.
It's very generic, yeah.
You're not telling me anything about it. Any kind of tasting notes, age statement.
Fresh bottle poppin'. Weak.
That was a weak pop.
Ooh, that's a solid
big lugs. My Uncle Dave sent me a video of him pouring this, and he's like, this bottle's got some sound.
Oh, wow, yes.
Yeah,
that's kind of cool. That, like, makes up for the lack of pop. That bottle's got things to say.
Getting some weird shit in the nose here.
Yeah, very woody, I think.
It's like chemically.
It's strange. It's not corn. It's oaky, but it's almost like under-charred oak.
Like, I do get... Ooh. I mean, that one got me.
I've never seen it.
But that's not like a proof thing. That was like, if you like smelled like chemicals. You know what I mean? How it like Like if you smelled bleach and you're like, oh, whoa.
Do we need like an ambulance on standby? Are we going to be drinking pure gasoline here?
It's very weird smelling.
You know how like paper factories smell?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like got that thing going on.
I feel like there is a little bit of corn trying to peek through, but it's getting punched down by chemical.
Now, I think the chemical that you're smelling is actually the oak. I think there's a lot of oak in this, and I think
No,
it
it's
kind
like
of reminds
it's
me
like
of.
cleaning chemicals. Like that's what it smells like.
You
to me.
want to know what it kind of reminds me of? The Opiden Canaan rye, actually. It's got like this weird, funky smell to it that isn't like a typical smell.
No, I don't get that at all. Oaky sourness, like wet oak, like freshly cut. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, like that's what I was saying, like an undercharred
but
oak.
then like chemical, like just chemical.
I think the chemical that you are smelling is actually like if you snap off a branch from a tree before it's dead, it's got the
Well,
green.
no, that's part of what I'm saying. That wet oak,
Yeah.
but then there's chemicals on top of that.
Here, I'll tell you what, Dan. Like, it really does remind me, like, of that rye that we drank so long ago. I want you to at least give this a whiff and see if you can make sense of this.
It's totally different.
There is something in there, though, that reminds me of this. It's like a sweet note in there. It's not a chemical note.
This is smelling more like maple leaf berries or something like that.
There's something different about the nose on this.
This is like you cleaned an oak floor. That's all I'm getting. Like it's almost like burning the back of my throat. I tried to come into this with an open mind after hearing all the hate about it.
No, honestly, the smell is quite different.
It's like off-putting to me.
Well, let's see what it's all about. Clink 'em and drink 'em. That's not what I expected at all. This is way on the sweet side.
Yeah, whatever that weird shit on the smell was didn't really come through in the taste. New oak thing came through, but the chemical thing, yeah, well, maybe we might be trying.
It's very sweet. On the nose, I'm kind of getting cinnamon, and that's where I think you're talking about chemicals, and there could be a little bit of citrus or something.
The thing I'm smelling is not cinnamon. It's straight up, it's chemicals. It's like ethyl alcohol, chemistry class chemicals. The taste is not that bad. It's got some cinnamon to it in the taste. No lingering finish, really. Like, it's gone.
Yeah. 94 proof. There's no real burn to it, but the flavor is kind of strange to me, too. Like, there's not really nutty elements to it. There's not really fruit elements per se. I think it's very corn heavy.
It's perplexing.
I mean, you smelled the Opiden and you don't think that it jives with the Opiden. It reminds me a bit of that Canaan rye, in my opinion.
Yeah, to me, not at all. Not even close. I mean, this is totally different.
It kind of, to me, has like a bit of like a sugary, like a syrupy type of thing.
Well, this does. This smells, I mean, because it's aged in rum cask, so it has that burnt sugary maple syrup, old hard candies thing. This, I don't get any of that. It's weird. It's really weird.
If someone poured this in a glass and had me smell it and then try it, I don't know if I would be able to tell you that I thought this was a bourbon. If we went into this blind. You know what I'm saying?
I would guess like some sort of like cheap blended American. Like how you said like Kentucky Deluxe before. I'd prefer to drink Kentucky Deluxe over this because Kentucky Deluxe is 1/4 the price of this. This might be all right. Mixed up on the rocks or something.
At the $40 to $60 price range, you're paying like a premium bourbon price.
I came in here with like an open mind on it, but it's not for me.
So at $40 to $60, and we'll just go with $45 because I think that's what I bought this one for. Dan, you are a no-go.
I'm a hard no. I'm a hard no at $25. You've got a $40 bourbon in a bottle that looks like that. That's a $10 bourbon in a $30 bottle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's where that shit comes in. A really fancy bottle with a low price tag is usually a fucking red flag.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All the money is in the bottle, and I feel like a lot of the money on this went into the bottle. not the stuff inside of it.
At $40, I wouldn't buy it again either. I may be interested in trying a 2020 batch just to see if maybe we got a weird batch, but I'm not impressed. And like I kind of joked about, hey, let's just drink it until it's good. I don't even want to do that.
I don't think I could get there.
Like
It'd be gone, and I'd be like, why did I do that?
this is not the flavor sensation
Mm.
that I was promised.
It's a cool bottle, but it's all sizzle, no steak, as they say.
Do you have a bottle of Willett at home? Does it have a different batch number than we do?
Yeah, let us know, because we'd like to know if maybe other batches were better than this, and we caught a bunk batch or something, but judged on general reaction I've seen, this seems to be par for the course. But I would like to know if you have a different batch number and you enjoyed it, or if you disliked it, if you're picking up the same things we are. If you haven't already, hit subscribe on the channel, hit like on the video. That helps us out a ton. We're here every Wednesday with another video, hopefully drinking something better than this.
This one might be sitting on the shelf collecting dust for a while. Thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. Nope.
Mm-mm.
Nope.